Hello students, as you know, in our last session we have combined the questions from all the 4 chapters and solved the 10 questions. In today's session also we will solve the questions from all the 4 chapters that are going to come in your exam. So in our previous session we have solved till the 10th question. Today we will continue from the 11th question. 11th question is male reproductive part of flower is. So you have to tell which is the male reproductive part of the flower. Options are A. Sepals, B. Petals, C. Stamen, and D. Pistil. So which is the correct option? It is option number C. Stamen. 12th question. The raw materials used by the plants for the photosynthesis are. So, which raw materials are used by the plants for the process of photosynthesis? Options are A. Carbon dioxide, B. Water, C. Green substance in the plant, and D. All of the above. So, what are the raw materials that are used by the plants for the photosynthesis? The correct option is D, all of the above. Plants require carbon dioxide, water, and the green substance that is present in the plant, which is known as chlorophyll. So, all these raw materials are required for the plants for the process of photosynthesis. Now 13th question. Which of the following is true about the natural pinhole camera? So 4 statements are given. You have to tell which of the statement is true about the natural pinhole camera. The gaps between the leaves act as the natural pinhole camera. Now let us have a look on the options. A. The circular patches of lights formed on the ground are the example of images. B. The circular patches are the pinhole images of the sun. C. We see circular image of the sun irrespective of the irregular shapes of the gaps between the leaves. And D. All of the above. So, which statement is true about the natural pinhole camera? The circular patches of light formed on the ground are the examples of the images? Yes. The circular patches of the light that are formed on the ground are the examples of the images of the sun. So this statement is true. B. The circular patches are the pinhole images of the sun? Yes. The circular patches that we observe are the pinhole images of the sun. C. We see circular images of the sun irrespective of the irregular shape of the gaps between the leaves. So, this statement is also true. We observe the circular images of the sun even though the irregular shapes of the gaps between the leaves. So, correct option is D, all of the above. So, all of the above statements are true about the natural pinhole camera. Now, question number 14. We are able to see the objects around us because you have to tell the reason why we are able to see the objects around us. So the options are A. The objects absorb all the light. B. The light reflected from the eyes reaches the object. C. The light reflected from the objects enter our eyes. Or D. Lights can be refracted. So, which is the correct option? Why we are able to see the objects around us? It is because of the option number C. The light reflected from the object enter our eyes. When the light gets reflected from the object, it enter our eyes and we are able to see the objects that are present around us. So the correct option is C. 15th, the diagram given below shows the position of the four students P, Q, R and S observing the flame of a candle through the pipes. Which student can see the candle flame? So in the given diagram, the position of the four students are given. Student P, Q, R and S. They are observing the flame of a candle through the pipes. You have to tell which of the student can see the candle flame. Options are student P, Q, R or S. So who will be able to see the candle flame? Correct option is C, student R. Because we know that light travels in a straight line. So student R will able to see the flame of the candle. 16th, the process of conversion of water into its vapor is called. You have to tell the process in which the water is converted into its vapors. Options are A, evaporation, B, transpiration, C, condensation and D, decantation. So the process of conversion of water into its vapors is called evaporation. So the correct option is option A, evaporation. And when the vapors get converted into the liquid state, it is known as condensation. 17th, the property used in separating a mixture of two solids by winnowing is. The property that is used for separating the mixture of two solids by the winnowing method is. Options are A, difference in color, B, difference in size, C, difference in weight and D, attraction of the magnet. So which property is used for separating a mixture of two solids by winnowing? It is difference in weight. That is option number C. The two solids of the different weight can be separated by the winnowing method. 18th, which of the following objects does not allow the light to pass through it? The different objects are given. You have to tell which of the object will not allow the light to pass through it. A, a glass bottle, B, a piece of tracing paper, C, a mirror and D, a piece of clear plastic paper. So, which of the object will not allow the light to pass through it? It is option number C, a mirror. Because one side of a mirror is opaque, therefore it will not allow the light to pass through it, while a glass bottle, a piece of tracing paper and a piece of clear plastic paper will allow the light to pass through it. 19th, when the inner part of an ovary of a flower were observed with the help of a lens, some small bead-like structures are observed. These are called. When the inner part of the ovary of the flower is observed with the help of a lens, the small bead-like structures are observed. So what are these small bead-like structures called? A, anther, B, stamen, C, ovule or D, none of these. So what are they called? It is option number C, ovule. The small bead-like structures are known as ovule. 20. How do fishes move in water? So you have to tell, how do the fishes move in water? A. Their streamlined body facilitates their movement in the water. B. Fins or the flippers helps the fish to gain the speed. C. Tail helps the fish to change its direction during the movement. Or D. The streamlined body, fins and tail helps the fish to move in the water. So which is the correct option? It is option number D. The streamlined body, the fins and the tail helps the fish to move in water. 21. In a solution of salt and water, no more salt can be dissolved. If we want to add more salt, it needs to be heated. So, in a solution of salt and water, no more salt can be added or dissolved. But if we want to add more of the salt, the solution needs to be heated. Is this statement true or false? Yes, this is true. So the correct option is A, true. To add more of the salt, the solution needs to be heated. So students, we have revised the different question and answers from all the 4 chapters. I hope all the 4 chapters are understood to you. So in the exam also you have to only choose the correct option. You do not have to type or write anything. So all the best for your exams.